everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do my Pan Those Eyeshadows update. I have a very exciting one. We're going to be rolling out 2 shades today. Not just one, but 2. That means we're going to be rolling in 2 brand new palettes. Or maybe 1 with 2 shades. Who knows? Who knows what happens? But yeah, I am so excited. So let's get into it. I feel like after months and months of my Pan Those Eyeshadows being not the best project, this last month I've finally been able to have a good month, I feel like, with 2 pans. So, okay, we're gonna start with the shade that I use the least. There's actually 2, but one of the ones I hit pan on, so it's exciting. I went into my Singe Beauty Galactic Visitor. I have the shade Beam that I'm working on, and this one I only went into twice this month, and I was able to hit pan. It's a little itty bitty baby pan right at the top there, but hopefully you can see it. But yeah, I have been really enjoying the shade. It's a very pretty shade, but I think ultimately it got neglected along the way because one of you pointed out I have too many eyeshadow project pans, and it's true, I do, but I don't want to like remove any. But anyway, also it's kind of green and I didn't really have anything to pair it with for a while, but I did end up using this alongside some peachy looks, and I think it worked out really nicely. So this one is rolling out. I did go into it a total of this amount of times in the project to hit pan. I do this because obviously editing Gabby can figure it out, because I'm not going to do that ahead of time. So this one is rolling out and I'm very excited. Obviously I was very close last month, so going into it only 2 more times this month wasn't really a surprise. The next shade that I only went into twice is a shade that I rolled in last month. It's from my Urban Decay Stoned Vibes. It is the last shade in this palette that I have yet to hit pan on. So I'm so super excited, but I haven't hit pan on it yet. I'm just excited that it was rolled into a project, and I'm going to have like a completed palette with like all pans. But yeah, I'm working on Ojo, and I've only gone into it twice, including today. So not a huge amount, but I don't really have that many uses, I think, before I hit pan. I obviously had used this quite a bit more before I rolled it into the project. This palette was my Pan That palette a couple of years ago, so I got a lot of use on this, as well as it being a very old palette at this point. It's like 5 years old, maybe even longer. So yeah, I'm working on Ojo, but I only went into it twice. I don't think it actually really looks different from last time. Maybe the dip is a little bit dippier, but it wouldn't surprise me if I pan on it next month. So I'm excited. That one I will swatch. Let me swatch. Oh, you know what I'm most excited about? I'm just excited about rolling into new shades. That's just always the fun of it. And then it dawns on you, oh, you have to like start over. You have to like start from scratch. So Ojo in this palette is definitely my least favorite shade in the Stoned Vibes, and it's no surprise that I did not hit pan in it when I had it in my Pan That palette for the year, because I just didn't want to. But like I said, I think it's so close that I don't think it's going to be too challenging, and yeah, I'm excited to try to hit pan on it. I have put it here, and then I put another blue on my eyes, and then a different blue. So I have like 3 different blues on my eyes, even though they all kind of look the same. It is what it is. Okay, next up we have, oh, there is another shade I went into it twice, and it is my second pan for the month. It is from my Makeup Revolution Astronova. This one I've been putting in my inner corner for so long, and I finally was able to hit pan this last month after only using it 2 more times, again in the inner corner. I'm so excited because it's just so much fun to have pans, new pans to share with you. This one is actually a really pretty shade. Obviously it's Makeup Revolution, so you can't really expect too much, but I really like it. It's a pink, like a frosty pink with a purple blue shift. It's very pretty in the inner corner because it's so icy. So yeah, those 2 shades I'm rolling out, and I kind of use them for the same purpose. I did end up actually going into Beam though, I think on the lids or above the lid at some point. But yeah, I did use them in my inner corner as well. It took me about this many times to hit pan in this project, so Editing Gabby can do that now. But I'm really happy. So yeah, I have 2 new pans that I get to log in my spreadsheet and forget about it. All right, I have 2 more shades to talk to you about. Both of them gone into 4 times. So I have one in my Desert Monsoon from What's Up Beauty. I have the shade Thunder that I'm working on, and I've gone into it 4 times like I mentioned. Let me just see, I can't really like bend this cardboard, so it's kind of hard to see. I don't think there's any dip at the moment. I do have it on as a little bit of a liner, and I just use it obviously to deepen out my outer corner. But yeah, this one, not close at all to hitting pan. So we'll see how it goes. This one I also rolled in last time. So it's only been a month and I've used it 4 times. Let me just swatch it. It's a it's not black, but it's like almost black. It's a very, very dark brown, and it's very cool tone. This is like hardly any warmth to that brown. So it's, you know, you could definitely use it as a black, even though it's not black, if that makes sense. So now that is still staying in, and obviously it goes really well with the blue. And then I thought I was gonna have a pan in this. I did go in it today for a little bit. I've been going into this, I feel like quite a lot, but I've only tracked it 4 times this month. This is from the Cosmic Beauty Muse palette, and I've been working on Sweet Pea, and I went into it 4 additional times this month. And I thought today was the day. I thought, okay, I'm gonna hit pan. I'm gonna have 3 pans to share with them, but I didn't. I did not. It is what it is. It's fine. It's gonna stay in a little bit longer. I've been pairing this really well with my Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde shade that you know I'm working on, which is that peach matte, and they just work really, really nicely together. So yeah, I did put this a little bit in my crease and on the lids. It's poking out a little bit. We can't really see it too much because I put all the blue and the pink around it. But it's such a pretty shade. I don't mind keeping it in. And yeah, I will have a pan in it next month. I know I said that last month, but I will definitely have a pan in it now. There's no doubt in my mind, because I feel like I'm only going to use it maybe 2 more times and I will have a pan. So we're very, very close. And this is a very, very cool tone. Actually, let me just swatch that a little bit better. My hand is a little too tan for some of these shades here. So we have a very cool tone color story at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see what the next 2 shades are going to be. So these are rolling out. They're very, very pretty. And now we have these, and we're going to roll in 2 new shades. So what I do in my pan those eyeshadows, I used to do it randomly, but I randomize the palette and then I get to pick which shade I want to hit pan on. So I think that's why I've ended up with so many shimmers, so that I've ended up hitting pan on, because I just keep picking shimmers. And I have the wrong phone. Uh-oh, I have the wrong phone. I did not bring the right phone. Okay, you know what I would do? I will generate a random number out of all of my eyeshadows. So I actually have it's embarrassing to say, I have 1,399 shades. So I thought it was 1,400 even, but it's not. That would make it easy. So I'm gonna do 1 out of 1,399, and whichever shade is picked, I will pull that palette in. So we're gonna do this twice, okay? So if that makes sense, because I didn't bring my phone that has the wheel on it, Tiny Decisions. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna be random. So we're going to pick from 381. So whatever palette it is, I will pull it. And then we're going to grab from 535. Okay, so let me just grab those. Okay, so number 381 is actually a shade in my Aurora Struck from ColourPop. This is my version of the Aurora Struck, but I'm super excited. The shade that was grabbed, let me just see, it was actually this one over here, High Latitude, which is, I think, the original shade. But I'm not necessarily going to choose that one to hit pan on. I'm going to pick a shade in here. Oh, I'm excited because this is one that I just really want to use. Okay, so let me see. I think I would like to, okay, so this has various ColourPop shades, obviously. There's a lot of shimmers in here. And obviously I do have a pan in one that is an original shade from the Aurora Struck. I'm thinking that it would be really nice. I mean, feeling way, was that cool? No, feeling wavy. I feel like that's kind of an interesting shade. That would be a really nice It's like a very silvery gray. I'm wondering if that's something I want to work on. I mean, High Latitude was the one that was picked, and that's a very pretty platinum shade. I could use that in the inner corner. ColourPop is kind of tricky. I have quite a lot of use on this pink right here. So to make it easier for myself, I could pick that one. I could also pick this one, which is one of their gritty glitter shades. It's Solar Vibes. And oh my gosh, this one's not swatching very well at all. Okay. That looks identical to the Milky Way shade that I rolled out from Astronova. What is this pink one? This pink one is obviously not an original one from, oh, you know what? I can't grab pink because I'm already trying to hit pan in an icy pink. And I don't want to compete. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. I mean, that one would be so easy. Not easy, but it would be the best one to roll in because of the dip in it. But I need to not think about that. It's like, what is it that I want to use? Maybe alongside these shades too. I mean, I could just go with the shade that was rolled in and hope for the best. It's another inner corner though. I actually have no idea. I could grab one of these blues. These are from the Blue Moon. Actually, I only think one of them. I think this one is from the Blue Moon. I think this one is actually from this palette, I think. Don't know anymore. I have written them on the back if they're from different palettes, but I'm not going to go digging in here yet. I'm assuming this is from It's My Pleasure or something else that has pink in it. You know what? Let me just show you what the other palette that was pulled. It's actually my 'Tis the Season from Cosmic Beauty. Can you believe it? I just worked on this palette. I had it in my No Pan Left Behind. I did a 4 looks 1 palette style video with this one, and it's just been rolled in. So now we need to hit pan in this. So I'm thinking like what shade I should grab for this one. I'm thinking one of these because I really like these mattes in the inner corner. Again, it's all about the inner corner at the moment. These are the only ones that I kind of want to go into. I think I'm going to be boring and I'm going to put Ribbon because this is really nice and it's not a shimmer. And I think I need to be boring for this moment. So this one, I'm going to roll this one in straight away because I think this one makes the most sense and it works with the color story. So given that in mind, okay, now we go back to Roarstruck and now I still have no idea what I want to do. I think I'm going to roll in this one called Journey. I think there's just something calling me to this blue, and I'm working on a lot of blue shimmers, but no blue mattes. So I think I really like this type of blue as well, this sort of sky blue color. So I think in keeping with the cool tone theme, even though we're in summer, I think this is what makes the most sense. It does mean that there's only one shimmer, and the shimmer is not very impactful, but I have shimmers in all of my other eyeshadow project pans. So I think that's fine. What do we think about this? I'm really excited about this blue, and yeah, I have a tiny little dip. I think it's actually not going to be too bad to hit pan on this because it is such a pretty blue. It's powdery. I could put it all over the lids in my crease. I could do a little pop of blue in the inner corner. I think the 'Tis the Season shade is going to be somewhat easy because I will just put that in my inner corner most looks. I mean, I could have done it today. Like, it's just going to be a pretty easy one to hit pan on. So I'm not concerned about that. And I didn't want to grab any of the colorful ones. I don't know, it's just something wasn't speaking to me. And also, when I did my No Pan Left Behind, I went into that shade more times than some of the others. So I know that I gravitated towards it a little bit more. And I think the blue makes sense in this one. So as much as I love shimmers, I'm going to be working on 4 mattes and 1 shimmer in this project. I know I'm almost done with Sweet Pea. So again, that, you know, that could be a shimmer next month if I roll that one out. And Ojo could potentially be rolled out too. But then I still have these 3 mattes that kind of work all together. So yeah, I'm actually excited. It's a very wintry color story, but I think I'm okay with that. I've been working on a lot of warmth and I still have quite a lot of warmth that I'm working on. So a little change in direction is okay for me. It's okay. So we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. We got there in the end. Okay, so 2 new shades. I'm rolling in, I think it's called Journey. Yeah, the blue matte in this one. And then what's this one called? Ribbon. So I'm rolling in this lightest shade down here. It's an off-white. It's almost pink, but it's not. It's definitely like an off-white, but when you put it on the lids, it pretty much looks white, so I like that. But yeah, that's my new color story. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!